Hi guys, have you wished you could go back in time and then redo the things with the knowledge you had right now? I know I wish I could have gone back and done the things at the gym with the knowledge and experience I have right now. But we all make mistakes, and I think that's okay. But for the benefit of the people who are just starting off their workouts and would like to know what they can do and what they shouldn't be doing, this video is for them. So I'm going to talk about the stuff that I did back then, and I wish I didn't do it that way, and I did it a little more effective and a little more better. Now, some of the mistakes that I did back in the day are as follows. The first thing that I did was I focused more on my workouts and less on my diet. Now, I really liked working out. I was really inspired with working out. It's something which I loved doing, and I used to always think about it. And the thing is, I had such heroes I was inspired by, and I was amazed by the way they used to lift those weights and pump up their muscles that I completely forgot about nutrition. And I would have gained so much more if I had put in the same amount of effort into my nutrition. And that's one mistake I did. I didn't understand the importance of proteins. I didn't understand the importance of carbohydrates and fats. All I thought about was lifting weights. What kind of exercise would help me out? What kind of workout would help me get in shape? And that's how things I did. And it didn't really help me out. And when I actually realized and understood the importance of nutrition, that year I gained so much of progress compared to all the years that I worked out and trained. So if I could go back in time, one thing that I would focus on was nutrition. Another mistake I did back in the day was over dependence on supplements. Now, I do realize supplements is very important. You need to take your supplements. Now, supplements is important only if you're not getting the right amount of nutrition from your solid food. But what I did was I spent a lot of money on stuff that I didn't really need. On multivitamins, which I've got through food, proteins. Obviously, whey protein is important, but then I just didn't eat enough of solid food. I could have got the right amount of nutrition, right amount of protein by just eating right kind of food, and I didn't really need to spend that much. I even spent money on testosterone boosters. I was 21 years old. I didn't need testosterone boosters. I could just rely on my own testosterone production. So all that money got wasted on unnecessary supplements. Another thing that I remember doing was over-dependence on pre-workouts. Now, pre-workouts, guys, trust me, helps. It really does help. But if you keep using pre-workouts too often, like I did every single day, then what happens? Your body gets used to it. And then you get adapted so quickly, then you realize that, okay, maybe I need to try a different pre-workout. And then you go try another one, and that also your body gets used to. And then you try another one, and you get used to that. And there was no end. But what I realized is that if you just use pre-workouts when you actually need them, perhaps on the days when you're lifting heavy, max to max, maybe just 2 times a week, you would actually benefit from it a little bit more than actually using it every single day in your workout. So the over-dependence on supplements and the over-dependence on pre-workouts, using it too often was something of the kind of mistakes I did in the past. And the next thing what I did in form of a mistake was using too many equipments at the gym. Now, there are machines for every single thing that you do. You have a chest machine, you have a leg press, you have a lat pull down. Those are all great for commercial equipment. But what you got to understand is that the lesser the machines you use, the better it's going to be. You need to be more functional in nature, and machines, guys, are not going to get that for you. You need to be able to use dumbbells and barbells and stuff like that. Those are the kind of things that are going to get you fit and be able to help you out with your normal life. Now, what I did was I focused more on isolation movements, which are single joint movements, rather than using multiple joints, which is what we use in day-to-day life. And I use more of machines rather than free weights. Now, these mistakes are something that I shouldn't have done. Another thing that I did was focusing too much on my upper body and not really putting too much of an effort to my lower body. And then because of that, my lower body kind of was neglected, and when I could bench really heavy on my chest, I wasn't able to squat as much on my legs. And it took a while before I could actually focus, and time before I actually got to the point where I could lift more on my legs than I could actually bench. Guys, these mistakes are so common, and I suggest that you focus on these things and ensure you don't make these kind of mistakes. One, just to recap on stuff, make sure you're taking care of your food. Don't be too over dependent on supplements. Don't be over dependent on pre-workouts. Ensure that you put in more effort towards your lower body workouts, because people are very inspired by abdominal muscles, by benching, by doing bicep curls, but no one really cares about legs. Just make sure you take care of these small mistakes. And most importantly, nutrition is very important. Make sure you're eating right and taking care, because if you don't eat right, all those workouts are not going to help you out. I hope this helped you out. I hope this message reached out to you in the right way. If you have any questions, do let me know. Thank you.